chainsaw. But what's so unique about it is that rather than having an open blade, you actually have the saw, and if you stay on this shot for a sec, you'll see when I push the button down, you'll see the blade is inside the jaws. So it's never exposed, it's never out and about, and all you do is when you hit the button, it activates the chainsaw, and it'll cut through absolutely anything. Even if you've got branches this big, you know, I'm talking about logs, it'll get right through. It is a this day only, which means we did not have enough for a today's special, all right? We're doing a discount of $10. It's the lowest price it's ever been. Reduced shipping and handling, only $17.99 on your credit card. It is amazing. Whether you're using it up off the ground, which when you get good at it, you can, or if you're gonna use it right on the ground like I have mine, I'll do a quick demonstration for you. Always make sure cords are out of the way. And all you really wanna do is, there's two ways to work it. You have a little grip here where my hand is, and then you have a safety button on top. You have to depress both those at the same time, and then you simply place it where you wanna cut, and you push. And that's all that I need to do. And look at that. I am done. That is how easy. So all I did was push, I activated the saw, and it goes right through. I'll do another demonstration in just a bit. You get everything that you need with this except for your extension cord. We even give you the oil. And if you'll notice on the machine, there is a little valve, it's in red right there. And then if you hold it up, there's a little tank right there. We're gonna give you this little oil bottle, right? You put a little oil in there, and what the oil does, which you have to have in a chainsaw, it allows for the chain to get lubricated very slowly and gradually so it always moves inside. It's absolutely brilliant. Lowest price ever. I'm thinking Mother's Day, Father's Day. I'm thinking Lou Caputo is gonna give you a nice demonstration. Hey, Lou.
Hey, Guy, good morning. You know what? I'm just like you, man. I love this thing. I absolutely love my Worx JawSaw.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and I love it because it's safe. It's easy to use. You don't have to be particularly strong. It weighs less than a gallon of milk. Think about that for a second. And I love the fact that the blade is recessed, so it doesn't come out until you press down on this handle here, which I think is great. It's got all the safety features you want. Safety's right here. You've got to actually squeeze the trigger and push the button, as you mentioned, to get that blade to move right there. But let me do a quick demonstration on a branch like this. Now, you never want to cut anything overhead per se, but if it's about head level, you're okay with that, okay? So I'm going to come over to here, and I'm just going to grab on this branch right here. Now, watch what happens. As I press the button and I squeeze, the JawSaw is going to drag that in. Just like that, it cut through there smooth as butter. That was so easy to do. But let me do one on the ground, though, because the method for using on the ground, as you demonstrated a minute ago, is a little bit different. When it's on the ground, I can literally just set this down like this, and I don't have to hold it. All I'm going to do is just push down. The JawSaw actually picks up the piece of wood, boom, and it gets it right in there. And look at the beautiful job that did cutting that. So you can just use your body weight, Guy, if you want to cut some things that are on the ground. You don't have to. But I mean, it's great if you've got debris after a storm in the fall when things are falling out of the trees, Guy, or even if you're cutting some firewood up and making it a little bit smaller, you can do that.
We're doing substantial size logs here. I'll do exactly what Lou just did. I don't have to use two hands. When you get started, you can if you want, especially if you're using it up off the ground, but it's never been easier. I mean, here I've got my JawSaw. All I do is put it in place, right? And with one motion, I simply turn it on, I push down, and that's it. That's all I need to do. Boom, I am done. The log is cut. All in one action. If you missed that, I'll do one more time. Push it down, hit the button, it grabs. Look at this. It could not be easier. And there it is. You can see and look at the, I want you to see the perfect cuts that you're getting here, all right? There's no fraying off the edge. They are perfect cuts. So whether you're making coasters for indoors or if you're using it to make firewood, for me, for my money, Lou, it is amazing. And again, you use just your body weight. If you're doing it on the ground, just use a little bit of your weight. Now, granted, this is not, this is not for kids. It's a grown-up tool, but you're gonna get the hang of it in about 10 seconds. All right, and Lou, I actually think it's a lot easier than traditional. We offer chainsaws, pole saws. This one is a little bit easier for people that are a little bit leery about any type of chainsaw. You know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about it, a regular chainsaw, first of all, they're much heavier. Second of all, they are the kind of thing that that has a blade that's exposed, and it's like, you know, what I call spinning death. You've just got this blade that's just out there spinning around, you know what I mean? So it's intimidating for a lot of people. With this, as you were pointing out, all I've got to do, I'm just going to do this one again, Kelly. My wife, Kelly's working the camera. All I'm going to do is just put my, I'm not even pushing down. I'm just going to lean. I start it up, and I just lean. That's all I'm doing. I'm just putting my body weight on it, man. So I don't care how big, look at it, perfect cuts every time. I don't care how big you are, how small you are. Anybody can do that. I'm going to do this one more time over here, Kel. Here we go. Watch this. Start the blade. It locks it in. I mean, look at that. This couldn't be any easier. Yep. You can do this.
And it doesn't take up a lot of space as far as storing it in your shed or garage, right? Like sometimes you get a pull saw, it's a little bit longer. It is very, very easy. Now, this company is called Worx. I got to tell you, one of my favorite companies that we've ever brought in here is this company Worx. They stand behind all their products. Their products are a little more expensive, but they're worth it. And that's because to me, I'm like, whether I save $20 or I get something that's going to last me a long time, I'll take the latter of those. They don't give you a 1 year or a 2 year. They give you a 3-year warranty on a power tool. You never, ever see that, all right? I also love the fact that it's electric. And Lou, you know, for obvious reasons, electric is usually a little bit more quiet. It doesn't idle.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to put gas or anything else in it. You don't have to worry about toxic fumes. It's so easy to use. All you do is plug it in. It's more reliable. An electric motor is always going to be a less maintenance than a regular combustion engine, always, right? You know, I'm looking at golf carts right now, and everything you read is, all right, if you get a combustion engine, you're gonna have to do oil changes, you're gonna have to do maintenance. There's no maintenance with this, and to me, Lou, I'm thinking Father's Day right here, buddy. Right?
Oh, big time Father's Day. Well, I mean, you know, and that's the thing about these too, because typically when you want to use your chainsaw, you don't have gas, or maybe you don't have the oil, or you don't have, because remember, a regular chainsaw actually burns oil as well as using it for the bar, for the chain. So, you know, that's something that I don't want to have to deal with. With this, as long as you got power, you're good to go. And watch this again, one more time. It's actually going to pick up the log, lock it into the jaws, and then it cuts it, okay? So here we go. I'm going to start it up, and I just put my weight on it. And it just goes right through that like butter. Look at that. It couldn't be any easier, guy. Any dad who gets this is going to be absolutely thrilled.
First, they're going to be very intrigued, right? They're going to look at it and be like, oh my gosh, this thing looks like some type of torture device. But it is, it tortures wood. That's all it does. But it is so impressive when you get it in your hands. So if you are buying it, ladies, for your husband, you know, maybe you're thinking, okay, you know, my husband likes to clear out the shrubs, or for you ladies can handle this very easily as well. But your guy will love it because immediately he'll get that sense of, wow, this is not a toy. This is a serious piece of equipment. I mean, I wouldn't think twice if landscapers bought this thing, right? And the nice part about it is again, electric, reliable, 3-year warranty. Anybody can use it. Remember, when I say that, I'm not talking about kids. It's not for children. This is for grown-ups, okay? It is a saw. It does cut. It has teeth. But the nice part about it is those teeth are, when you look at this, and mine is unplugged right now, this is where the wood is going to go, and the blade is actually sequestered inside there. You don't even see the blade. But when the blade activates, Lou, one of my favorite parts is how it picks it up off the ground. It actually will take the wood from here and bring it up here so that the entire thing is wrapped, and then the blade just slices right through. The only maintenance on this, a little bit of oil in the chain, in the little chain tank. We give you the oil. The oil comes with it. All the instructions are so simple, never been easier. Mother's Day, Father's Day, lowest price it has ever been at $89.95, and we're doing 5 flex pay on everything because we are in Customer Appreciation Month. So take advantage of it. It's one of those things, Lou, you may not use every day, but when you have it and you've got a log or something you need to trim, you'll love it.
Well, you know, one thing people don't think about is if you're using a traditional chainsaw and you're trying to cut a piece of wood on the ground, where's that blade going? Where's the chain going when you cut through? Into the dirt, all right? And it could jam on something or it could dull the blade, guy. That's why this picks it up. If you notice, I'm not cutting into the ground. The blade on this, the chain, never, ever touches the ground because it picks up the piece of wood just like that and gets it out of harm's way. So you're safe. Whatever ground you have underneath it is safe. You can even do this on concrete like I'm doing out here in a parking lot. You could absolutely do that. It's not going to hit the ground. I love that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, no special talent other than just being able to lean on a piece of wood. I'll do another one for you. Let me get some of my scraps out of the way here. I'll actually do this one, and I'll do this one right in front of you. So the size of the pieces of wood that we're using are what we would say sort of are the average size right here. So obviously, you know, giant logs, you'll be able to get through whatever you can fit in the front. And again, all I do is I place it right over the log that I want to cut, just like that. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. You'll see as I depress, it'll raise the log up, and then you'll see the blade come through. And all I'm doing is pushing with one arm. So I've activated the blade, push it through. There it is, done. Never easier. I mean, literally, it's one of the easiest things you will do, and I know you will love it. 3-year warranty from Worx. All the instructions, everything you need, very, very simple. You know, when you get it home, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is just absolutely a great tool. As I said, may not use it every day, but when you've got a branch that's in the way or a log that's in the way, because in my next hour, I've got those electric, the super jacked up telescopic pruner. That's good for smaller things. This is to get the job done when you have larger limbs that you need to get done, or if you want to make firewood or you're trying to break up your kindling, perfect for that. Lou, I got about a minute left.
Well, you know what's great about this, guy, is you can go through any log up to 4 inches. Any log, any branch. So, I mean, that's pretty wide if you think about it. That's probably the most the average person would try to tackle, even with a regular chainsaw. So this is going to be a great gift for the moms, the dads out there. Gosh, anybody who's got a yard and they got trees, you need this.
You're going to love it. 713-941, lowest price ever on the Worx JawSaw, and a 3-year warranty comes with it. Lou, thank you, buddy. Great job.
See you, man.
All
Have
right,
a
my
great day.
man. Take care, Lou. Love Lou. 713-941. Hey, by the way, it's Customer Appreciation Month, so we're doing something special.